ripping edition of Rock Talk, keeping it local in the 417. I am Simon Knights. Join with me, my musical expertise team, Scott and Chris from the FourFour. Plus, we have an extra special guest in the Z106.7 studios. See if I get this right. It's one word, Chris Ender.
That is correct. Said in staccato. That was really good.
Like you're like the man of like many different disguises.
Well, I try to lay low, but still stay high. I don't know. That's about my best
That's
assumption
your
of that.
cue out there.
Well, man, it's always amazing to see what you come up with. It's like some of your videos, and if you want to go check them out as you're listening to the program, feel free to log on to the4four.com, and that's spelled out the4four.com.
And you know what? As part of wrapping up season 1, we plan tomorrow morning to have for you guys a season 1 retrospective.
How many episodes now in the
13.
It'll be
right?
13 altogether. A little nice little 3-month run with the
Baker's
first
dozen.
season.
Now, with Kurt Zender in season 2, I mean, is there like some ideas and like any premises you care to like unfold to the Z106.7 listeners?
We have a couple of working ideas that we kind of are seeing what might happen with it. Really depends on how willing the band is to be completely shameless for it to go over well. We just want to try to make it as much of a community. It's get on here, have a fun time. It's tongue in cheek. It's not meant to be serious. The main point is, the cool thing about the show is whatever band, when you come on the show, you have your music playing as the background music from the beginning of the show to the very end of the show. You're listening, you're talking, you're hearing funny things, but you're subconsciously getting the Springfield music into your head, whether you want to or not, which is kind of one of the aspects I really like about it.
It's a little meet and greet and get to know your fellow musicians, and for the people that aren't in bands, get to know the local musicians.
Sure.
I agree, and I strongly want to strongly encourage, depending on how you prefer, all of the local musicians who hear this or who have seen the shows in the past to volunteer and come on and do the show, because it is a good time. It is done in fun, and it is done to showcase not just the music but the personality of the artists. You can see where they get what they get somewhat by them showing who they are on the show. Like, I think a lot of the episodes are actually a reflection of the guest.
Exactly, and that's what we try to aim for.
What do you feel you've learned in 13 episodes of doing this show?
I've learned several things. Most notably, all bands should be practicing a lot, and I don't know if I mentioned that, but they should practice a lot, as much as you possibly can. Please, more than once or twice a week, if you want to play shows and really help the scene and get people.
Yeah, and he's not like ripping on anybody. It's just proactive tips and such.
Yeah, that's one thing. And also, our scene is comprised of a lot of musicians as fans and vice versa, and we really need to get just some straight up fans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to get those people to come to shows, for things we're doing, and that's the hardest thing that I want to try to get is the
Promotion.
Yeah,
what it is.
promotion.
We've been all over the map.
And we want to thank Kurt Zender and the rest of the FourFour crew for coming out and taping this episode of the FourFour show.
Yes, thank you guys for all the hard work you've done on 13 episodes, and we look forward to more as soon as you're recharged and have more tobacco.
Oh, well, thank you. Hopefully I won't need the tobacco and nobody will steal it. But we're gonna be bringing the heat.